What do PankcakeSwap and Gala games have in common? The answer is that the Binance Accelerator Fund was an early investor in both of these projects, and of course, they've been doing pretty well. Binance only funds the best projects, and that support gives them an edge in this market every time. PARSIQ is another Binance-funded project. Its IEO did an all-time high of 97x. And when researching exactly what it is AI projects need to be successful within blockchain, I came across PARSIQ. It is right at the intersection of artificial intelligence and blockchain. PARSIQ is terrific because it's got that opportunity to be a real billion-dollar AI project within crypto, but it's worth way, way, way less than that right now. And that means that we're all early. Welcome to the channel. My name is Maddie. This is Altcoin Buzz. As always, I wish you luck if you choose to invest, but I'm not a financial or investment advisor, you could probably tell. So just remember that this video is not official financial or investment advice. So there are some pretty epic stories that are over 150 years old concerning the gold rush in California. And depending on the story that you've heard, it typically was not the average prospector that got rich, but instead those that really made a lot of money are those that sold the equipment, things like the picks and the shovels. And they got wealthy really whether the prospector individually struck gold or not. And it's a great investment philosophy, right? Don't pick a project, but pick something that all projects need, something that's common to everybody's needs and incentives and motivation. And really in Web3, that equates to infrastructure. Communicating across all kinds of different protocols, blockchains, code types, and even different languages. And we love them at Altcoin Buzz. The graph is one of the big examples, and it's in our 50x master portfolio. Right now, it represents a $1 billion market value project. And infrastructure can mean lots of things. It can be building out websites, analytics, oracles, even file storage, other examples too. And that's where Filecoin for storage or Arweave as well would count. Maybe Chainlink or Band Protocol are examples of oracles. But the infrastructure sector is important, and really it's a bet on the growth of the industry as a whole, not any individual project or protocol, or even a set of protocols like privacy or AI. Again, it's a bet, infrastructure is, on the entire industry. And if you think crypto will grow, then you need infrastructure investments in your portfolio. And that's why we're talking about PARSIQ. It's a project that provides valuable Web3 infrastructure through APIs. And APIs are like kind of one piece of software making a phone call in order to connect with another piece of software elsewhere. And with PARSIQ and its main Tsunami API, anyone can use it to query blockchain data to manipulate it however you want. It's both flexible as well as powerful. And project developers can use the Tsunami API as part of building out their own app as well, if they so choose. And then PARSIQ's other main solution is data lakes. These are even more customized to let any project builder or user get whatever information they may require. Want to filter a wallet address for all transactions between October and December 2022, for example, because your accountant needs it? If that's the case, then a customized API like data lakes lets that happen. Or the project can now market it as a customized tax data reporting feature that you can use. Why is this important? Well, look, whether you're using a protocol like in DeFi or maybe NFTs, or you're a project builder yourself, the decentralized web is messy. That's just the reality. First, all that blockchain data, whether for a stablecoin transaction or NFT metadata, is all just a bunch of ones and zeros. Who's going to clean it up, organize it, make it searchable, make it functional? Then, in addition, there's a problem with decentralization. Do you know why most legacy app developers build out the first versions of their apps on Amazon Web Services? The centralization of everything being a part of Amazon makes the AWS service super fast and cheap. The decentralized web means your best storage solution might be Project A, but then the ability to build out the protocol that you want might be better with Project C. And Projects A and C need to talk to each other for your project to be a success, but there's no guarantee that they can. And that's regardless of whether one uses Solidity, like Ethereum smart contracts, or Rust, Python, maybe JavaScript. Therefore, you don't really need to know a lot about technology in order to understand that this is a big problem. Connection, communication, and translation into common languages, think of like a foreign language interpreter. This is what PARSIQ and its quality APIs do. And with Tsunami specifically, PARSIQ covers many of the common transitions between projects and languages like Rust and Solidity. And that's akin to going from, for example, English to Spanish. And then those that need a custom solution have data lakes for that. And this makes PARSIQ's offerings unique because a project can customize any inputs or outputs, like the tax example, that their project wants. And the project can even sell it as a value-added feature. So here's the PARSIQ opportunity as we see it. First of all, the project is making a big change to its tokenomics to make the PRQ token even more valuable. And when apps store their data on PARSIQ, they must pay in PRQ. So remember that. Because when they make the API calls to get the data that they need, they're going to have to pay in PRQ. These two changes alone mean that using the token for payments is going to add value to the token and the project. And that's a big deal, considering that PARSIQ's total market cap value is only a little over $18 million as I record. And your favorite new project in DeFi, maybe in the NFT space or gaming, is already using this technology running in the background of their app. That means that it could potentially do a huge 40, 50, maybe 60x just to get to the graph's value as it stands today. And when that happens, both PARSIQ and other infrastructure projects are going to keep growing. And that's because it means Web3 is on the way to success and further mass adoption. We're going to be covering this project more in the future, but it's one that we are big fans of so far. You can check out PARSIQ and what it offers. The website is parsiq.net. I will link to it in the description below. Once again, PRQ is the token, and you can also follow them on Twitter. @parsiq_net is the handle. Check it out, guys. It is always a sound idea to be the distributor rather than the individual prospector.